You got a cough there, buddy.
Yeah.
Still a little sick.
Getting a lot better, though.
Yeah, that's good.
A lot better.
Drinking your vitamin C. In the red, over here, is... Didn't get much description out of that one.
Over here is...
That's because I have a man crush on this guy over here. A member of TeamLiquid.net. Coming from Sweden. You know what? Whenever I do these intros, I just feel like I'm trying to pull out random facts and intro stuff I could say and fill in until that voice comes on. Would it suck if the Overlord could get sucked into this fan?
That'd be pretty terrible.
Make it very risky.
Wouldn't it be terrible if you could actually repair that dropship and then use it?
This one right here?
You just like send it SCV, right repair it, and have it go with your quick barracks rush? Like, what? Anyways, so this map, the 2 barracks play, you don't really see on this map as much. It's a lot harder. It's a very long distance, and the natural is not connected to the main base, so it makes pushing quite a bit harder because you kind of want your SCVs in front. Now, that's not to say we won't see it. It's definitely a possibility that we'll see it. But if there's a map that you're not going to do that build on, it is absolutely this map.
So, HaypRo has to decide where he wants to put that first Overlord. We oftentimes see them fly it through here and then park it outside this region over here. So you can check the minerals, and if you see that they're getting lower in numbers, you realize that expansion's been taken.
That's right. Now, he has gotten the gas, so we're not going to see the 2 barracks play. And we do see a very fast hatchery from HaypRo as well.
Now, this is a map I think you can fast hatch on. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah, that's quite true. Now, there's actually a really funny build you can do from here against the hatchery first play that Idra was telling me about, and I was laughing so hard. He sees the gas, right? So you're like, okay, there's no Marine rush coming. But if you just let him see that, chase out the Overlord, make 3 Marines, send all your SCVs, it is really, really hard to hold.
Really?
I don't think that's what he's going to do because now he has started that second gas. So probably going to see some Banshee play here. But, yeah, that's a funny little twist on the Marine SCV rush because the only time Zerg feels safe is when they see the gas. And then you just like toy with their mind by going anyways.
That's actually really funny.
It's really good.
So far, HaypRo is playing pretty standard. This game's going to take a little bit before it picks up.
Yep. And I'm wondering, he is getting that very fast tech lab, and he is getting the factory. Of course, we're going to see a starport. But is it possible we'll see blue Hellions? I don't think so.
Could be. I mean,
you do see them on this map
feasible.
More than most.
Yeah.
But against a 14 hatchery, they aren't nearly as good as against a pool first. Because then, of course, your economy is good enough to support some roaches to fend them off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're kind of stuck using
It's funny because Hellions can do so much damage, but they can die so quickly at the same time. You said they have very good control.
And it may, in fact, be that. We're going to have to see. The starport is being made. No blue flame. Just a Hellion being made.
Banshees are just so good on this map.
He may be trying to... Okay, this is actually kind of cool. By landing that barracks there, if I see... I mean, the factory there, the Overlord sees that. And if the Overlord sees that you have a tech labbed factory, normally you'll go Roach. Because...
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's actually really smart what you just said.
So he may just be doing it to try to force Roach and then switch to Banshee, because when someone goes Roach, Banshee is just twice as good because it slows down because of gas.
He is going for Roach.
Yep. It slows down your gas for your lair as well as your minerals for queens.
Okay, this Terran guy's really smart.
Yeah, his build is really well planned out, very tricky. And as we see, HaypRo is getting the Roach Warren, so...
Now he sees there's a starport here, unless he did not go back and check.
And even Cloak is being made at this point, so...
So he needs to get a layer out fast here, and he's spawning with that.
He's going to have to make some more queens as well, unless he wants to tech into Hydra, which I don't know.
I don't know.
He really does want a third queen, though.
Sorry, go ahead.
He already has a third queen. Never mind. So that's good. HaypRo is ready for any attacks right now. But Cloak is going to finish very fast.
Oh. Raven. What? Okay.
Okay.
I did not expect that.
Very interesting.
I was positive he was going to get a second Banshee. Banshee is Heading towards the main.
Yeah, this is a very weird build.
The layer is almost done. In fact, it's going to be done the same time Cloak finishes, which means an Overseer will be out exactly the same time this Banshee can Cloak. I don't know how effective this build is going to be.
I'm so intrigued by the Raven.
Yeah, me too.
And we do have the Banshee getting some kills in here. 3 kills already, 4 kills. And here comes the Overseer. Does not manage to kill the Banshee, unfortunately, but does get 5 kills, so very good Banshee.
Who's a good Banshee?
You're a good Banshee.
You're a good Banshee. So, I think that attack sort of paid for itself. Had he not gotten those drones, I think my timing sense was a little bit off. I actually assumed that the Overseer would be there at the exact same time. I don't know if that's because of Liquid HaypRo lagging behind in his decision-making or whatever.
Sometimes you try not to make Overseers, because they are quite expensive. But anyways, we have the Spire going up. It's a little bit late. Now, I'm wondering, truly wondering about the Raven if it's not for point defense drone, because his Marine count is a little bit low, and point defense drone stops Mutalisk attacks. So it's a possibility. I don't know for sure, though. He might be going and using it to clean up some creep tumors. Of course, the defense turret is actually quite good. The auto turret, whatever you call that.
The auto turret, yeah. And he takes rocks. Meanwhile, he can come in here and goop these any of these structures. Nice move there on the starport. That's the right choice. Yeah, I think we need to see Zergs be more aggressive with Overseers on this map. Use them like you can harass your opponent.
That's quite true. Now, notice he has a lot of Marauders. Those take care of roaches. The Raven, I mean, I believe it's going to be for point defense drone. Here come
we got
SCVs as
SCVs.
well.
Here we go again.
This guy is serious about killing HaypRo right now. HaypRo, though, he has a lot of roaches, a lot of speedlings, and 3 queens. If microed correctly, this can do quite well with transfusions.
All right, auto turret is down.
That's right, throwing down a couple auto turrets, it looks like.
The angle for the wings is not very good.
Oh man, this is looking bad right now. And HaypRo may be taken out in the first round with a quick 2-0. You know, those SCVs really did a lot to block the Zerglings. And it looks like the drones are going out. Not a lot of hope for HaypRo. He's lost 4 queens, his entire army, all the drones at his natural. All these units that we can produce are taken out immediately, and it looks like HaypRo's going to die on a very fast 2-0, unfortunately.
It's these Terran players able to throw the SCDs at their opponents.
Yeah.
In the midst of these battles, GG.
Wow.
Our Swedish guy, HaypRo.
Very fast GG. HaypRo cannot be happy with that. Just dying to some really interesting. That was an interesting timing push.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be like that.
A single Cloak Banshee, tricking him kind of into roaches, then going 2 Barracks Marauder, 1 Reactor Marine.
Right.
Using some auto turrets, using the SCVs to block the Zerglings was actually very, very important.
Right.
So yeah, that was definitely an interesting build. I haven't seen anything quite like that.
Yeah, it was weird because we were trying to predict it, and it's like, oh, I think I see what he's doing. And
it was something I've definitely not seen.
It's so funny when you see a build that's so deceptive that it's actually tricking us.
I know, I can see everything.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I watch more StarCraft and play more StarCraft than most people take.
Yeah,
it's hard to pull one over on me. But I've been seeing some new builds here.
Well, there's so many interesting builds Terran can do nowadays.
Yep.
Especially with the ability to swap add-ons and the metagame finally developing. When people see something, they go, oh, he's doing... For instance, we saw the factory there, and we thought, oh, you could trick him into thinking you're going Hellions, and he did trick him. But then he went to a different route after that. We thought the next logical step would be Banshees.
Yeah.
Mass Banshees, not just a Banshee.
You know, a lot of these attacks, I want to pull a common thread together as to what's happening to Zerg players right now. It's almost as if you need to blindly get a very fast Baneling nest every single game. Banelings, of course, would have cleaned that up.
Yeah, easily.
It's as simple as that. I mean, Banelings are so vital to to Zerg. I mean, if you don't have Banelings, you can't hold some of these attacks because the SCVs just do such a good job buffering.
Yeah.
So,
I think you're absolutely right, actually.
I think we're going to see more and more. People are going to take a look at these games and be like...
It's a necessity. I think people, when the game started out, they assume that Banelings were for offense only, when in fact they can be used for defense.
Yeah, you just kind of need them.
Cautionary Baneling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Den. Is it a den? Mound?
Nest.
A nest.
Baneling nest.
I believe we actually...
They're cute. They live in a nest.
That's
Think of it
right.
that way.
All right, let's take a look at today's match results.
All 2 O's. We had ST Go Boogie 2-0ing Rats. And then we had TSL Rain 2-0ing Dreamizer. Genius from Nex 2-0ing Libero Prime. New Dawn 2-0ing Into the Rainbow. Pretty big upset right there, but as I said, you know, he had the Banelings to defend, and that's
Right.
something you need to do nowadays. Then BitByBit Prime destroying poor Liquid HaypRo from Team Liquid. It's too bad, man, that he left so early in this tournament.
Yeah, that is just unfortunate. Well, you know, by the way, I do think we're going to have an interview with Liquid HaypRo. We are going to interview him.
We're going to give it a try. You know, sometimes
give it a
people
shot.
get angry.
Yeah.
Don't want to do
if he wants to do an interview, we will try to get one with him. Here is what we're going to have later on tonight with more Tastes Artosis action.
That's right. Tosyad Zerg against Fruit Dealer. That should be pretty cool. SC Foyu against Fox. We made Fox's Lin. Awesome. Then Any Pro Prime. He is back in Season 3. Taking on the best Foyu. I wonder if that's true. And then next, Nea against Hongun Prime, who exited early last season, but definitely one of the top Protoss players in Korea.
So, guys, that does it, but only for now. We're going to be back. We're going to go get some lunch. Yeah.
3 hours, we will be back.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're back in 3. You can take a nap if you want, but only after the interview with BitByBit.
That's right. You need to watch these interviews. They are awesome. And we had some pretty good interviews, actually, today. Well, you did. I got to watch them. But, so check out all those. The ones with Next Genius was really good, and New Dawn. We're going to close this out, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. This is the GSL. I'll see you guys in about 3 hours from now. Take care.
The reason still unknown. The road I'm on, it leads me back to you. Searching for the truth. The reason still unknown. The road